Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gators offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The handoff to Johnson. Got room at the 35. The expressway is wide open. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this is a defense that prides themselves on their ability to go sideline to sideline. It's going to be tough for this offense to go QB option in this game. You just saw the speed of the defense right there, getting a big stop.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Gators line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
Hit the afterburners, kid. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Keeps looking downfield. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Scanning the field, it's Mertz. Finds the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. And they're not on the same page there. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? To the air, it's Mertens. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and were able to make the tackle.
Find space on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll turn to Martinez. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Martinez. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Arroyo. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it right now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll give it to Johnson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Gators will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's the handoff. Makes him talk to the hand. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
The lone back's got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal coming up here. Trying play action. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Badger. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Ward. He finds his man. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Catch in the middle. It's George. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On second down, just keeps firing. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking to throw, it's Mertz. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Gators send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Oh, gave the defender the business. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Using the quick game. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king, too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Power ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Miami 38.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Back to pass, it's Mertz. They're trying to get to him. Runs through a tackle. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Here we go.
The handoff to Johnson. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Gators will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he's still running after the move. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You could see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fires to the right. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Mertz. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, K. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss.
going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense wins.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Florida, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Mertz. Fires to the big fella. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCormick. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells...
Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
That makes the score Miami 66.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's thrown another interception. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Miami 76.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Mertz. Right down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were full.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.